Yo, did y'all hear that message? First of all. Second of all, welcome back to Hunt Recovery. We just don't look for recovery, we hunt for it. No matter how close, no matter how far, no matter how wide, it don't matter. We gonna go find that joint. Now, anyway, today, I want to say welcome back, y'all. Just been so busy working and stuff like that. I know I've been gone for a little minute, you know what I'm saying? Almost 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? 2 whole weeks is crazy. You already know, but your boy just been working and tired and just craziness. But for one thing, I'm back. I just been like trying to plan a lot of things, guys. You know what I mean? It takes a lot, takes a long time. But it's just the whole point of, did y'all hear that message, what that man said? He said, it don't matter where you at in life, that's where you supposed to be. And that is the fact of the matter of it, yo. So y'all out there, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter where you at right now. You know what I'm saying? No matter where you at in life right now. It don't matter how far, you know what I'm saying, you done came, and I know y'all done came a long ways from where you was. Probably like a year ago, a week ago. I don't give a fuck if it was a day ago. You know what I'm saying? Any progress is good progress, don't matter about anything. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying, guys? And you know, and like I can't stress enough that it's hard out here. You know what I'm saying? It's hard out here to be in recovery. You trying to change your whole entire life, and you know what I'm saying? And I know people like, oh yeah, James, you already talked about this. We already know. We already, you know what I'm saying? You already said this. But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna come on here and say it again, because one thing, I've been gone for 2 weeks. So I want to let everybody know that, for one, that I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? And for two, don't give up. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, and like he said, it don't matter where you are in life. That's where you're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Anything fast don't last. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it used to be before. That fast money, that fast life. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you one thing for sure. That shit don't last, you know. And I'm going to let you know that one for sure. Your boy been out here working, going out here and doing this roofing thing again. You know, and got my eye, you know, shut and got a shingle in it. Now, sad not too long ago. It look healed now, and you know what I'm saying. But I couldn't see out that thing for 2 damn weeks. I swear, and it was all fucked up, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, yo, I didn't get hurt like this when I was selling dope and doing criminal activities. Ain't that about a motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? But it's just the point of, I got hurt in other ways. You know what I'm saying? Last time when my kids did this, did that. You know what I'm saying? About to go do years in prison. So it's just the point of, that shit ain't worth it, guys. That shit's not worth it, and that's just the way it is, and that's the way it's gonna be. So, but it's the point what I'm trying to say, that wherever you at in your recovery right now, that's where you supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to rush it. You know what I'm saying? Take your time. You know what I'm saying? Take your time with the shit, what you doing. Because that's just the way it is. And then, you know what? I'm going to tell you one thing that I know, and I noticed that hard work pays off. You know what I mean? And that's just the way it is. You can't rush the shit. You know what I mean? You can't be like, oh, I just want to be super clean, super fast. You know what I'm saying? I want to be super in recovery, super fast. You know, and that's just the way it goes. And, you know, and I'm going to tell you one thing. It don't happen like that. You know, I thought the same thing, and you know what? It made me, you know, backtrack and go different ways. It just made me stress the fuck out. Where, you know, I couldn't, you know, I'm like, bro, I can't take this shit. You know what I'm saying? This recovery shit's some dumbass shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I tried. Really? What the heck? What's wrong with you? Anyway, before I was rudely interrupted. That shit don't, you know, you can't do no fast shit, bro. You gotta do it slow. Like I said, I was like, fuck this shit, bro. This shit just too hard, too much. You know what I'm saying? So I had to slow it down and take a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And just take one day at a time. When they say take one day at a time, you know what I mean? That's some real serious shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take some one day at a time. Like, that's just the way it goes if you want this shit to really work. You know what I'm saying? And don't try to just jump into everything. Just be like, oh, okay, well, I'm about to just do everything recovery. And, you know, and that's good if you can do it. But just don't get stressed the fuck out. You know what I mean? Everything will come over time. You know what I'm saying? What you were supposed to be, you will be. You know what I mean? So, like, don't rush the shit. You know what I mean? Like I said before, you're gonna have views and dreams. You're gonna have cravings. You're gonna have this. You know that'll make you think. Don't make you think that, oh, okay, I'm not in recovery because I just thought about having a drink yesterday. You know what I'm saying? That shit's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you get stressed out and you like, oh man, man, I don't know what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? This is some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so don't sit there and think that's gonna like knock you back. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have, you go backtrack or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's not how it works. You know what I mean? And that's just the way it is. And it's crazy because of the fact of the matter is that the shit goes, you know what I'm saying? It takes time, you know what I'm saying, for this stuff. You know, like, you know, let me get, like, I want to put an example out there, you know, like, my mom, everybody, you all know my Mama Bar, you know what I'm saying? She just got back from Jamaica. She took a whole freaking vacation to Jamaica. You know what I mean? And she was in addiction for, you know what I'm saying, 5, 6, 7 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how long it was, but it was a while. You know what I'm saying? And, like, you know, she's been in recovery for, like, over 10 years now. And she's doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? You can't sit there. I'm not going to sit there and tell you that it was easy. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't easy. You know what I'm saying? It took a lot of motherfucking work. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of shit that I'm talking about. Motherfuckers like, oh, well, you just supposed to be better overnight. No, that ain't how it works. You know what I'm saying? You might have a few slipbacks. You might have a few slip-ups. You might have a few... Excuse me, y'all. Whatever the case may be. And that's just the way it's going to be. You know what I mean? So don't be like, okay, I just can't do it. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you at in your recovery right now, that's how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? You just need to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Don't just sit there and think to yourself right now, okay, I'm not like all the rest of these motherfuckers, because you know what? Let me tell you one thing, that and this is the way it is. Like, everybody recovery is different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a different motherfucking recovery. You know what I'm saying? And it all looks fucking totally fucking different. Some people gotta go to meetings. You know what I'm saying? Some people just quit on their own. Some people gotta have the courts, you know what I'm saying, up their ass within the quit for at first. You know what I'm saying? Telling their ass, you know what I'm saying, if your ass don't do this shit, then I'ma lock your ass up. You know what I'm saying? They need that little that guidance. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker saying that if you go ahead and you drop dirty or some shit, you going to jail for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Some people can just be like, one day look up and be like, you know what, fuck this shit, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I'm done. And never pick up a motherfucking thing again. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, because like I said, everybody's shit is different, and that's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like me, I had to have the motherfuckers on my ass, you know what I'm saying? Because I would have been like, fuck that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't listen to nobody, no way. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling my counselor before, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to her. She moved somewhere. I ain't gotta find me a new counselor now. You know what I'm saying? That's some fucked up shit too. But you know, it is what it is. She moving on. She doing better for her life, and that's what's up. She in recovery too. But like I told her ass too, like, you know, I needed that slip up that when I relapsed a while ago. You know what I'm saying? I needed that to understand that I wanted to do this shit for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying right there. Everybody fucking recovery looks different. Everybody's journey is different. You know what I'm saying? But the whole point is where you at in your journey. Your journey right now is what you supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, don't look at a motherfucker other journey like, oh, this motherfucker been clean for 6 years. You know what I'm saying? Or 6 months. Or whatever, and they ain't have a drink, they ain't have a slip up, they ain't be talking about, you know what I'm saying, I wish, I had a drink, or I wish I had this drug or that drug, or whatever the case may be. They ain't say none of that shit, you know what I'm saying, and you taking yourself, you know what I'm saying, why am I doing this, why am I thinking like this, why am I going through this, you know what I'm saying, and the whole point is, you can't go through that shit, you can't think like that, because like I said before, everybody journey is different. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is, you know, and you can't change that. You know what I'm saying? Just like everybody different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody how they was in addiction was different. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. Some motherfuckers woke up and drank every day. Some motherfucker was a gambling addiction. Some motherfuckers was eating addiction. Some motherfuckers was sex addiction. Some motherfuckers was, drug addiction. Some motherfuckers was just, you know what I'm saying, did this drugs this way, drugs that way. You know what I'm saying? They smoked. They shot, they did, you know what I'm saying, use a needle, whatever the fuck the case was. Everybody's motherfucking habits and everybody's addiction was different. So what the fuck makes you think that your recovery ain't gonna be different? Your recovery ain't gonna be the same as the other motherfuckers over there. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. It's all different. But the whole point is wherever you at in your recovery journey or in your life or whatever the case may be, that's where you need to be at. That's why you right there. So don't sit there and say, oh, I'm just a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just this, I'm just that. You know what I'm saying? That's just, that just don't make no goddamn sense to me. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I like that saying that you just heard in the beginning of the video. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you at in your life, that's where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't gonna be quick. That shit ain't gonna be, you know what I'm saying? That shit ain't gonna be the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Just like my motherfucking journey right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to go back to, you know what I'm saying, roofing what I didn't want to do. But now, and I'm going to tell you one thing for sure, now that I am not drinking every day and then have a fucking hangover every day, and you know what I'm saying, doing all this other shit, even though I got 2 slip discs in my back and shit like that, I actually enjoy roofing again. You know what I'm saying? I actually enjoy going to work and doing what I gotta do. I'm not gonna say this motherfucking ain't no hard work, being a goddamn hot ass sun, then getting my eye almost busted the fuck out. Well, I couldn't see. I'm walking around here like a goddamn pirate with an eye patch over my goddamn eye and shit. It's fucked up. But you know what? At the same time though, I still enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? I still actually going back and enjoy to doing the work. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying to do what I had to do. Enjoying to be around sober people that like to work too. You know what I'm saying? And then I still get to cuss people out at work too. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's like my favorite part right there. Yelling at people. I like yelling at people at work. You know what I'm saying? I tell you have to get to work. What the hell? I'm not paying you for nothing. And I ain't even the one paying them. But I still like saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way I like to do. You know what I'm saying? That's my favorite part. But I'm just saying this in general. You know what I'm saying? You might find some shit that you used to love to do, back in the day where you did stop loving to do it because your ass only could think about your addiction. You know what I'm saying? Every time you went to that motherfucker, you'll find shit that you like to enjoy again. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way it go. That's just the way it is, you know? Like I said, I'm not saying like going to work, it's just the best thing. I be coming home tired as fuck. That's why I ain't made a video for you guys. That's why I ain't hit y'all up and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way it is. But you know what though, at the same time, it's just the point of like I still enjoy, you know what I'm saying, enjoy it again. You know what I'm saying? I still feel young again, you know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't say feel young again because I still feel old as shit. You know what I'm saying? This nigga nodding out. You okay? Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's to be 20-year-olds and then be running around the goddamn roof and shit. And I just be like, go ahead and do that if you want to. You know, you wait till you get my age. Your ass ain't gonna be able to do that. I guarantee you, your ass could be bitching and crying and shit. But it's just the point of, you know what I'm saying? I can still at least keep up with him a little bit. Give myself like that shit like a couple months ago. Before I even, you know what I'm saying, went on my recovery journey and shit like that, I would have been dying up there, bro. I literally would have been dying up there. Like, I probably would have passed out, fell off the roof, hit my head, hit fucking trees on the way down and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But, it's just to take the time. And that's the other thing, too, though. Take time to look at the little shit in life, and appreciate the little shit in life. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I'm up there on that roof. I'm way high, like 3-4 stories high and stuff. And I just look at the sky, you know what I'm saying, when it's still, hot outside. I'm still about to die of heat stroke and all that. But I still look at the sky and I just appreciate where I'm at right now in my life. You know what I'm saying? Because even though, You know what I'm saying? I was doing what I doing back then, though. You know what I'm saying? It feels good to actually be able to make money. And that's the other thing, too. Like, you know, I was so busy and I used to have money before, but I never, like, you know, recently I took my kids to all skate, whatever. Then we went to the beach and all that stuff. And you know, I used to watch that on my family channel. If y'all want to check that out, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and check that out on my family channel. But anyway, you know, I took them to all skate and all that, and I actually enjoyed that. And actually enjoyed to be able to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? It actually made me, you know, I was proud of myself to be able to do that. I'm not saying, you know, when I looked at that price of that motherfucking shit, I'm like, God damn, you know what I'm saying? That's my whole worth of paycheck right there. Shit. Well, I ain't gonna lie, not a whole week, but that at least one day, you know what I'm saying? I worked one whole fucking day for the motherfucking goddamn money I just spent at that damn mall skate. But it's just the point of that I actually got to do that shit, and they enjoyed themselves, and they proud of me, and they like, you know, they had fun. And that's what's up, though. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, even though I had money before from selling drugs and shit, I didn't have time because I was running the streets. I was always doing this. I always thought I was important. I was just so important that, you know, I couldn't, you know what I'm saying, do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it feels good to me to be able to do that shit. You know what I mean? Even if I gotta work a whole goddamn week, 40 hours, busting my ass, you know what I'm saying, baking the goddamn sun like a goddamn baked potato, and motherfucking, you know, about to get sunburned and shit, which I'm glad I don't sunburn, but that's not the point. The point is that, you know what I'm saying, I have to do that just for my kids to have what they want, or you know what I'm saying, and go places and do this and do that, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to my boss too, because y'all already know I've been needing a car and stuff, which I still ain't got a goddamn car. I ain't gonna lie, but he, you know, I'm such a good worker and stuff that he let me use his truck or stuff like that, you know, to go to work because I got a job and do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? But that's my whole point right there. Sometimes when you get out and do what you gotta do, it might take a while. I was on the bus for a while, you know what I'm saying? And if I ever quit or whatever, I'm probably still gonna be back on the bus if I ain't got a car by then. But this is the whole point. Now that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, guess what? Shit coming to me slowly, you know what I mean? You're like, well, you want to do whatever, and that's why I had the car to be able to take my kids to all skate or whatever, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. It takes a while. Y'all just, you know, anyone just like me going ahead do this shit. And that shit just happened overnight. No, hell nah. Shit, I almost took my fucking goddamn 6 goddamn months, almost half a year. You know what I'm saying? I started this journey in goddamn before Christmas. You know, well, actually before that, but I was locked up and in rehab and shit like that. So it's almost been a year, but since I've been out, you know what I'm saying? I've been sitting here going, hustling, doing this, doing that, you know what I'm saying, doing that, and I just, even with me going to work, you know, I had to get to that point where I was ready to do that, you know what I'm saying, because even before I tried to get a job before, and you know, I wasn't ready, and sometimes it be like that, you know what I'm saying, it be like that sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do when you gotta do that shit, you know what I'm saying, and that's why that saying say, wherever you at, like, you know, wherever you at right now in life is where you supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you at in your recovery journey right now is where you supposed to be. And that's for sure. So always keep that in mind, and that's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? But I had to definitely, this nigga that fell asleep on the video. Who does that, bro? I must be boring. You feel me? Must be boring. This nigga put this nigga to sleep. So I already know how to put this nigga to sleep now. I'll just turn on one of my videos. That'll do it. You know what I'm saying? I do it too. Well, I'm just kidding. You know, but anyway, like I said, I'm sorry I ain't been there. You know, I've been super busy, guys. I ain't gonna lie. But I definitely wanted to come on here and tell y'all that and just say what's up. And, you know, I hope everybody been enjoying their summer. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody been being safe. You know what I'm saying? And don't forget that, you know what I'm saying, y'all all is important. And every day that y'all go without, you know what I'm saying, doing your substance or addiction is an accomplishment. And that's just the way it is every single day. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm gonna try to still be on here, at least do 2 a week. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just be super tired, guys, and I ain't gonna lie, I'll be just like dead. You know what I mean? And because I work my butt off at work, and the sun just be baking and taking all my energy. You know what I'm saying? Now I know how the stores and everybody used to feel, you know what I'm saying, back in the day, you know what I'm saying, with me taking they shit, you know what I'm saying, because the sun be stealing all my goddamn energy, so I feel, you know what I'm saying, maybe it's karma in this motherfucker or something, I don't know, but you know what it is, what it is, what it is, you know what I'm saying, but y'all always know that I'm super, 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 super proud of y'all, man, and y'all just keep the good work up. Like I said, I hope y'all having super fun, enjoying y'all summer. It's been beautiful days out here. And like I always say, and you like I just said though, wherever y'all at in y'all recovery journey is where y'all need to be. You know what I'm saying? That's where it is. That's what it is. That's how it's gonna be. You feel me? So don't even, fret about that, You know, and I love y'all so much. And you already know what I always say. I'm super, 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 super proud of you. You. Especially you. Especially you and you and you. Like I love y'all so much. I love y'all. Y'all stay up. Y'all stay strong. I'm super proud of y'all. You already know I'm out. Peace.